Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm going to use Russia Today, who uses New York Times, a New York Times article. And the title is so funny if you know something about of what actually is going on in the Middle East. And you have an understanding, I think, of what's going on globally and who's Al Capone, who are the Israelis, who are the Russians, what's going on in Ukraine, and so on. So let me show you this little headline here, as I said, coming from Russia Today, and they use it from New York Times. So Russia Today on the 22nd of October 2023. And this is the headline: US warning Israel against two-front war. New York Times. Washington is reportedly concerned that its allies would struggle in a two-front war that could draw in Iran. I don't think that's accurate, because United States will fight the war against Iran. So this is just garbage. United States is concerned that Israel would struggle with Iran. Really? Israel will not fight Iran. Israel will fight Iran with United States, or the United States will fight Iran for Israel. That's how I see things. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Like Biden, I don't think so. And when that happens, you will see. I mean, the United States is already there in about what? Not even in 2 weeks. They brought two strike groups over there, delivered 45 cargo planes of military aid to Israel, gave them how much money, how much ammunition in 2 weeks to fight an organization. Now, do you think if Iran comes over there, and they're not done. The Americans are not done. They send more. They send THAADs, they send Patriot systems, and they sent something else. I can't remember. Iron Dome, I think 2 batteries, something like that. That they purchased from the Israelis. So the Americans bought 2 batteries, and now they send them back. My friends, if they want to get at Iran, the reason why they don't get at Iran yet is because Iran did not move in. And the second one, they know, or they want to make sure that nobody else defends Iran when the order is given. That's the only reason. If Iran tomorrow, let's say, sends some missiles to Israel or something, I guarantee United States will start fighting for the victim, Israel, the Iranians. That's what's going to happen. And the problem is going to be China, probably Russia will intervene in behalf of Iran. So these guys want to make sure that when they gang against Iran, nobody else will help Iran. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the United States of America, in the past, I don't know how many decades, 30 already, they invaded or they bombarded someone else in a gang, like wolves, in a pack of wolves, because the United States is so strong. It needs allies. It needs legitimacy, and it thinks that it gains legitimacy when it has the same weasel vassal states got together here to share the spoil with them afterwards. The United States does not unilaterally attack a country. Why is that? Not even Iraq. Iraq had 20 million people. That's the population. That was the population. 20. Old, garbage, rusty army. Weapons. And the Americans still formed a coalition. The same thing with Serbia. Did you need the 10 countries or 12 countries, the allies, to attack Yugoslavia? Serbia? Are you kidding me? Again, 8 million people, 9 million people, 10 million people. How many there were then? I don't know. With I think they had Montenegro too at that point. There was still Yugoslavia. My friends, courage runs in packs, in groups. Groups are always courageous, and individuals that fight groups are always cowards, because that's how these guys have the life and reality upside down. So again, I don't think this is a warning towards Israel attacking or fighting Iran. Is it a warning, guys, we're not ready. We don't want to fight over there. Hold on. Why? Because they are not certain yet that the other guys will not intervene if they fight Iran. You got that? So this is just a game they're playing. They want to know who's going to be in if we attack for these guys that will be attacked by the Iranians. If you look at the news right now, Israel hits Lebanon, hits Syria, hits West Bank, hits Gaza. Why? Those guys attack them? Oh yeah. I have to remind you, Syria is a sovereign independent country. So if you do that, that's a declaration of war, isn't it? I'm pretty sure if China would send one rocket towards the United States of America, that's how the United States of America will interpret that. Correct? Correct. How about bombarding about 2 or 3 airfields, military airfields? Let's say China bombards in United States and say, hey, for our security, we needed to do that. What the United States will do? Okay, man, I understand you. Xi Jinping, I understand you. I feel you. Right? No, there's not going to be that. Why? Because that's not the way it works. So again, let's go to this article and see what kind of garbage these guys are, the smoke screen these guys put in front of us here. The administration of US President Joe Biden is trying to dissuade Israel from a large-scale attack on Hezbollah, the Lebanon-based Islamist military group, fearing that it would throw the entire Middle East into turmoil, the New York Times reported on Friday, citing sources. I guarantee you that everything is going to be done. So if, let's say, the United States is out, and let's say Israel wants to fight or decides to fight Lebanon and everybody else around them, Israel will be gone, and probably many countries surrounding Israel, because Israel has nuclear weapons. They deny, but anyway, they don't allow any inspectors to come and check them, so that tells you something. Anyway, but Iran must be checked in their ass like that, but Israel, no. Why? Because we have a international law and a rule-based international order where some people can be checked in their asses, like Saddam or Gaddafi or whatever, Raisi of Iran, but no Netanyahu or those guys. Not why? Because we're all equal in front of the law. Well, you can't be doing such Olympic level mental gymnastics in order to ignore and understand that's the way it is. So again, they know, Israel knows, if they start, they would get gone. I mean, it's a small country, that's the problem. It's like Great Britain, England, Great Britain. You're a small country, that's why the Russians say, guys, one missile and you're gone. One missile, and they know it. And the missile doesn't have to hit the target, the island, in the case of isles, in Great Britain, let's say. They don't have to, they have to hit it nearby, cause a little water tsunami, and then that's going to wipe the whole thing. It's going to clean the whole thing. Maybe a few wheels over there, hills over there, not mountains, hills. All right. So that's, they know it's the same Israel. Israel, if Iran releases all its, let's say, missiles capable, drones and everything in one attack, Israel would not be able to destroy all of them. I think it has a very small chance of destroying the big majority. If those hit the targets, Israel will be just flattened. And Israel will launch its nuclear weapons, that's what they're going to do, around them. And that's it, the whole thing is going to blow. But hey, Europe will be okay, United States will be okay, Canada will be okay, Africa will be okay, Asia will be okay. But these guys will be no more. The peace process ended, I guess. Successfully, they've been trying to work on the peace process in the Middle East for what? Decades. Now, do you think that people don't think of that? I'm not supporting that, but imagine that it escalates to that point. And Israel with its whatever, 200, they say about 200 missiles, I don't know if they can destroy the whole planet by detonating it in all these guys around. I don't know, it's like that Polish Prime Minister, I think he said, Mateusz or whomever, when a Polish President or Prime Minister said that Ukraine is like a drowning man. He's going to drag everybody with him down to die. The same Israel, if he's going to launch, I don't know if he's going to launch a few missiles to Europe and Russia and whomever they want to make sure that we all, come with us. I'm just, giving you a scenario. It doesn't mean that that's the most likely scenario, even though I think So yeah, this garbage here with don't drag Iran in. Well, Israel right now hits everybody around, and they expect nobody to hit back or nobody to attack them. I can attack whatever I want, but you cannot. Or hey, Hezbollah sent a few missiles. Okay, why don't you go to war with Lebanon and figure it out? No? Or why don't you ask your bully boy to do it for you? That's what's going to happen. So it's kind of like, I can hit you, I can punch you, you are not allowed to, because here we got this guy's going to fuck you up. So anyway, they will not do this. It says, according to the US and Israeli officials interviewed by the paper, Washington is concerned that if Israel were to launch a major attack not only on Hamas but also on Hezbollah, it would struggle in a two-front war. It also reportedly worries that such an action could draw the US into the conflict along with Iran, which has close ties with the Lebanon-based group. US is already there, is ready. And US represents you. That's why you can't travel around the world, because of this guy's decision. You can't. You go over there, they just issue a warning. Don't travel. Come home. A basketball player in Poland was beaten. Well, I don't know if she had a big mouth or not. I don't know. But she was beaten badly by a security guy at the restaurant. And they might try to make that one, don't travel. See, there are bad people over there. Well, we don't know the context. I'm just giving you, an American basketball player was beaten. And they're going to use that as, don't travel, because people hate Americans. No, people don't hate Americans. People hate these guys. Some people hate the guys in charge that, do certain things at someone else's orders, maybe. And actions have consequences, and memories are still there, because when some of your relatives that you loved were blown up with the help of someone, you remember that someone forever, because it hurts. They forget about it because it doesn't hurt them, but it hurts you. So anyway, and remember, he's not going to be a two-front. It's going to be, this is one front against an organization in Gaza. Oh, so courageous. America has to come over. Okay, no problem. And then the second front is not going to be against Lebanon. It's going to be a big front. Everything around Israel. And they know it. So they have to take a chance now. But the problem is, who's going to intervene? This is what the United States tries to do right now. Let Israel blow whatever they think is necessary for their security to hit wherever, in whatever country. I think if they decide to hit something in France or in Germany or in Great Britain because they decide there's a cell over there, Hezbollah or Hamas cell in, I think the countries, your countries, our countries will say, yeah, go ahead. For your security, you can do that. I'm 98% certain they will say that. Or they will say, no, don't do it. We're going to do it in your behalf. And they're going to hit their own targets inside their own countries for that. In self-defense, to help self-defense, the forces of good. Well, I'm making it sound like that, but I'm just ahead of the curve. Let's put it this way. I'm just saying things that they don't say it yet. But look, it's like a snowball, and it said, it just starts. It's gonna go. It's gonna go downstairs, down the slope, down. It's not gonna go that way, downstairs. Maybe downstairs too. And it's more snow there. So normally that's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm just saying what's going to happen a mile down the hill or the mountain. That's what I'm saying right now. The whole thing that goes right now, it starts moving with a snowball and with a gravitation. It's going to get over there a mile down. It's going to be like this big. When I say these kind of things, Emilio, maybe you exaggerate, Emilio. Yeah? Okay. We'll see. I hope we don't see, but we will see, because these guys are in the process of Iran. It's not Hezbollah. It is Hezbollah. The big goal is Iran. The same is in Ukraine. It's not Ukraine's independence and sovereignty and Zelensky no, it's Russia. And it's not even Russia. It's the global hegemony. They want to be in charge of everybody else, as they were in the past 30 days, 30 years, 31 years. The problem is they kicked too many people in the teeth, and they want to push everybody too low. They didn't allow others to show at the table where the big guys are cutting and eating and feasting, and just, hit around a few garbage to the other ones, as some little crumbs to eat. They didn't accept China. And Russia and China were clinging, coming. Hey, you can come, but they are too big now. So you have to push them and you get pushed back. Not directly, indirectly. Because again, United States will not fight Russia directly, obviously. It didn't fight Iraq, for God's sake. It didn't fight Libya. It didn't fight Afghanistan alone. Yugoslavia, I don't think it's going to take on Russia. Please. Anyway, my friends, so yeah, Washington advises Israel against. Oh, so that means we're Iran is over there. Actually, it's the other way around. Iran. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.